Today, from Sacramento, California, it's the AFC Wildcard round on EA Sports. It's the Sacramento Condors taking on the San Antonio Dreadnoughts.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the San Antonio Dreadnoughts and the Sacramento Condors. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. From the gun, Mooney. He finds his man, complete. That's Hughes. And out across midfield, down to the 45.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooklyn?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Mooney got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mooney. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On 1st down, Cherry, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Back to throw. Mooney. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Mooney. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw. Mooney. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They run the counter. Cherry. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1 yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Mooney. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Condors will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Holland. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second and 6.
Coming to you. Where's your
to throw. Holland. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. And now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens.
Under pressure, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Looking to throw. Holland. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards.
And the Dreadnoughts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
The extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll buy some time right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Mooney. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
So now a carry here for their fullback. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. To throw on 3rd down. Mooney.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. taken at about the 16. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Holland. He's able to find Wallace.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, Holland. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there. These two teams all tied after one. Now a handoff looking right, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Holland. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Back to throw. Holland. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Dreadnoughts have taken the lead.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mooney. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Throwing on 1st down, Holland. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Looking to throw. Holland. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st down, Holland.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Holland. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Holland. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Dreadnoughts are able to widen their advantage.
Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket. And when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That time, a 9-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on first down. Cherry, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Mooney. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Holland. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, Mooney.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Operating from the gun, Holland. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st and 10, Holland over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 1st down, Holland.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Mooney. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Flush to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC Wildcard game. And you can see the result there. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead. Crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Holland. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. To throw on 3rd down. Holland. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
But I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Holland. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st down, Holland looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Holland. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On third down, Holland. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. So first and 10 now from the 30. They run the counter. Cherry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
6 yards left on second down.
Back to throw. Mooney over the middle, complete. That's Hughes. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hughes. On first and 10, Mooney finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. Quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Mooney. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Off the play fake. Holland. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a third down. A give to the fullback on the dive.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on third down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
Throwing on first down. Holland firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw on second down. Holland.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Operating from the gun, Holland, and he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the give, this is their fullback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off play action. Holland. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw on 3rd down. Holland.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Hughes. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Mooney. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. To throw on second down. Mooney. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping, and he's going to go down again. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Second and 16.
From the gun, Mooney. On the move to his... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. This offense so far on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong. And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Holland. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Holland. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. I mean, your holder, to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle, everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Russo firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back out comes San Antonio. They have bucked the trend so far. A sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Holland. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot. I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. On 1st down, Russo. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Russo. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. On 3rd down, Russo. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack.
Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun. Russo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looking to throw. Russo.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. From the gun, Russo. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Back out comes San Antonio.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And a disappointing way to close out the season. You got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit, but they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.